Hey everyone, I'm Area of Area Games, and this is going to be the Abernathy Farm. Hey, I said it right that time. Now, you might not see anything I really built here because I've mostly completely ignored the entire ground level. I tried building on it earlier, and the subtle hills were just... It's really difficult to wall this thing off in any significant way because it does not have an effect. These little hills don't look like much, but they're complete bastards to wall off because the game does not recognize unlevel land in any way, shape, or form that is not a pain in the ass. I really hope if there's an update that they fix that. It's quite annoying. Now, as you might be able to see, I've done stuff. It's not the hugest build, but it's actually more of a proof of concept at this point. I wanted to see if I could defend an area without having to rely on walls. If I could walk upstairs, that would help. I don't stare well today. Now, God, why am I not staring? I do not stare. Now, there's nothing defending over here yet, and that's actually something that truly does annoy me at this point. Because there is a good bit of a melon patch back there, and I would like to get that defended. In the meantime, though, this is all part of the building that starts with. It's one of the more built-up locations I've seen. I decided to go a little further and built this. It's just a quick little watch post. It's also got only a few railings because I ran out of wood. Seriously, there was very few resources here unless I start taking apart the building itself, and I'd rather avoid that. Now, it's a very simple location. I might put beds or something in here later, but for the most part, you just have a very good watch area. So anyone up here who has a sniper rifle, if I ever, like, say, put Preston here, he has a very good choice of seeing everything. And let's be honest, this is a really freaking cool view. It's one of the things that in this game is actually really nice. You can see a lot. I mean, there's Concord. I'm assuming that's part of Boston over there in the Diamond. See, I think that's Fenway, so that must be the Diamond. I haven't actually been there yet, but I'm looking forward to that. And over here you have clouds and mountains. I think I cleared that place out earlier. Oh, and a lake. Didn't know there was a lake. How did I not know there was a lake there? I mean, I've been around this a dozen times. Oh, man. But yeah, this is just a quick little area, just a built-in little storage spot. I could probably put a little housing up here if I need it. Maybe even turn into apartments. But for the most part, it's just defensive emplacements that are really hard to reach. And if someone tries to invade, you have a small little walkway with very little defense. The downside to that is if you're standing on here, it's a small little walkway with very little defense. But the proof of concept here was building a stairway down and then connecting it to multiple platforms where I can just station turrets. Now, these are the simple turrets, the light ones, but there's 4 of them, 2 for each side, as you can obviously see and count. But right now, their range should be enough to more or less cover the area that's currently inhabited. The actual farm itself stretches pretty much to the entire grassed-in section over there, and it's actually quite large. They're not using much of it at all. So I could probably make this a very high-producing farm area when I fully upgrade everything. In the meantime, though, I'm going to try and use these floating platforms as defensive locations to try and manage areas that I just cannot build around. Walling this place off it's functionally impossible because it's just not even ground. If it was, I'd probably just build a wall around it and make do. But since it's not, I had to find a different way. So floating turrets seem to be the best way. I could also go little defensive buildings around, but this is probably just more resource light because it's just a platform. It's just floating in the air. The only reason I even built this area is because I kind of sort of maybe went a little too far and had a lot of fun with it. Not a good excuse, but it's the one I'm using. So yeah, proof of concept. It worked, and Preston, yeah. That's the problem with Preston and every other ally companion. They're bastards when they just do that. And I just realized I could have ordered him to move out of the way. Yep. But again, proof of concept. I just really hope shadows don't have any impact on the actual farming aspect. Yeah! Didn't think of that. Hopefully it won't! But yeah, this is Abernathy Farm. Also, I should mention, this is just built off what you can scavenge here to start with. So, you can do quite a lot with it. You could probably could have done more, except I squandered a few of the resources trying to build walls around here. I got a quarter of the way in and realized that they stop working because they're built up too high or too low to the point where they're not really walls. They're just like small little crouch barriers or things you can jump over. Yeah, pain in the ass. I'm probably going to have to rebuild that exact same structure on this side as well to cover the back farming lots. But I won't need to worry as much just because there's less back here to cover. And, of course, because it was the part of the story that got you here, this is the daughter's grave. I actually haven't been here before. You have to get her locket to even unlock this area, so it kind of makes sense to pay your respects, I guess. One thing I will mention, though, is there are wild animals around here, and even the very first time I was here, a bunch of bloatflies just kind of swept in, and you had to fight them. So building defensive turrets back here is probably useful because animals will walk into it frequently. You're going to have to be aware of that. So build defenses quickly. This covers this area pretty well, and anyone sleeping is already inside the building, so they're pretty much safe. They have a door? Oh, okay, they have a door. Good. I thought I had to give them one. So yeah, oh, by the way, there's a cat. You can't interact with it, you can't do anything to it, but there's a cat. I got the Dark Souls mentality in my head that if I do anything, it will kill me. Cats are bullshit. I'm a cat person, or dog. I'm an animal person, yeah. But yeah, gonna stop rambling in. So that's the build. It's just a quick, simple proof of concept because I wanted to see if I can build watch-out locations with lower platforms to defend it. Also, if you need to, you can jump down from that height without any damage at all. In power armor, it's even easier, but that's power armor's bullshit. So yeah, next thing I'm going to do is probably go get the cryolator because I just hit 18. Yeah, Master Locks, you are no longer a problem. But hope you enjoyed. Again, proof of concept, just wanted to see if this is a viable way to defend a location, and so far it is. It really is, and I'm quite happy with it. Just got to build a second one for the other side. You know, decisions. So, I'm Area of Area Games. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video, wherever I happen to build that up next. And, well, as always, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and check me out on Twitch and Twitter as well. Mike43537 on Twitch. No, Twitter. Twitter, that's where that is. Sorry, just swallowed my own tongue there. And on it's Area Games on Twitch as well. I'm mostly using the YouTube streaming app right now, so you'll just find me on anything. I don't really know at this point. I'll figure something out. Hope you enjoyed. Later.